I hope you're doing well. So, as you know, or maybe you don't know, normally every Sunday I'm trying to give you some free value for you to learn more about trading and everything going on. Every Sunday we're gonna do some technical session, some technical analyze all together where we're gonna be talking about the different pairs, what I see for the market. So the first thing that I do, is I always go on the weekly chart. Why on the weekly chart? Because it always allow me to identify trend. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? What's going on? Okay. So now what we can see is we used to have something, we have something overall going up for Euro USD, but the trend we used to have, that was working pretty well, got broken, as you can see. Then here even try to reject it, then hit the trend again, got rejected. So this bullish trend for me is kind of over. So we have something bearish at the moment. And as you can see, since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the last 8 trading days, so for the last 2 weeks, the market was going down overall on Euro USD. So that's the first thing. On the weekly, we're gonna identify the trend. Then we're gonna go on the lower time frame, the daily, in order to find all the level based on supply and demand. So the first thing we have to do is to draw the major resistance. So we're gonna zoom out, major resistance here and major support. Then we're gonna do the intra. Now, this major resistance can just be like forward, like move to here, because all this space from here, sorry, I'm gonna draw for those who are new to this live. Like market's not necessarily gonna go to that space because the trend is blocking it. So what we can do, we just can do a translation to the previous level. And for me, resistance and support are always touching the body of the candle and not the shadow, the wick. So that's the first thing, Then you can see that there is a kind of like bearish trend on the daily that start to appear, okay? And this is good because we know that in a bullish trend, it's always safe to buy. On the bearish trend, it's always safer to sell. So because we can identify here that it's going down, sorry, like this, it's more accurate. It's good for us because we're gonna be, okay, it's might be interesting soon for a sell. And you can see that every time it got close to the trend, sell, 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 and every time there is the same thing. Now, what we gonna do with that pair is very, very simple. We have the intra to this level, 1.05. We're not necessarily gonna wait for it. We're gonna go on a lower time frame, the 4-hour charts. And now what we're gonna do for a safe trade, obviously, I'm not trying to go like very low time frame wise. We're gonna wait for the market to test the trend. So we had here, interesting, we had here, sorry, with that one. Okay, now here, why there is a negative correlation between the supply, the resistance and the stochastic, because here it's telling us buy, here sell. It's simply because it's hitting the previous level of the trend, and there is always a negative correlation about that level. Okay, and that's the first part I wanted to go. So now for Euro USD, if you want to be safe, I would wait either for the market to go lower, okay, so to keep going down, hit the level of 1.05056, or if the market goes a bit up, hit the trend, reject it, then get into a sell position. But obviously the option of selling is always better because we have a bearish trend. So even if we don't get like the perfect entry, it doesn't really matter because we can hold our position. And then Euro USD buying is a bit riskier because it can potentially broke the support. And so for me at the moment, Euro USD, there is absolutely nothing to do. So in my Telegram, what you will see is me telling to my members so you guys, that Euro USD there is nothing to do at the moment, and we better wait for the market to hit the trend, and then we're gonna get into a sell position. So this was for the first pair. Now we're gonna go and look at another pair. We're gonna probably do like 5, 6 of them. We're gonna go on USD CHF, for example. Okay, So USDCHF always go on the weekly. So on the weekly overall, what we can see, I'm gonna delete this. There is some good movement. Yeah, we can see the wicks, we can see some dojis, like there is the liquidities, the market is moving. Okay, we can see some massive candle that was linked to some news. But yeah, overall, we can't really define what's going on because it was going down, then now it's going up. We don't really know what's going on. So at the moment, I can't really draw a trend. It wouldn't be realistic. And as I always like to say to my members, trading is not about trying to make up information, it's about what you really see on the market. So if you don't see anything, just don't draw it. Don't pretend to find something. So we're gonna go on the daily. Daily, I'm just gonna look major resistance. Yeah, major support around here. Okay, that's good. Do we have a kind of like small trend? Not really. There is nothing really interesting at the moment. So for me, some people gonna tell me, "Oh, Switzy, look, now because I saw some analyze where people saying, "Well, this is a resistance." Okay, we can get into a short position. Um, sorry guys, I had a message. So what I was saying is that here, I see people say, "Oh, it's a good area." It's not a good area because if you look at the past, sorry, you can clearly see that here it got broken, here got worked, then here got broken. So I have no guarantee that here is gonna really work. And even if you go in the past, yeah, here it worked, it's good. But look here, here it got broken, here it got broken, and then again broken. So this resistance for me is not like sustainable, if you know what I mean. Like it's not something I can relate to. At the moment, it's a weak resistance. So if you wanna invest your money based on this is not an analyze, this is more betting trading wise. So again, USDCHF at the moment, there is nothing to do for me. I wouldn't get into a position. Now we can look at GBPUSD. So GBPUSD is a bit on the same setup as EURUSD. So here we used to have a bullish trend. And as you can see, all the USD pair have this. So hits went up, hit went up, hit went up, broke hits, then retested, and now we have the new bearish trend on the daily. So what we have is, again, there is no real like key levels. I mean, you see that one, he worked, broken, worked. You know, it's very unclear. And again, if you want to wait for the support to be hit, which is a weak support, to then get into a buy, it's kind of more like a bet. So what I would do is the same thing as your USD. I would simply remove my resistance and just wait for the market to retest, okay, and then get into a short position. Here we have like a kind of like weak resistance. Yeah, so if you're greedy and you can't like wait till the market hit the trend, here you can potentially at a level of 1.25589 get into a short position, and then even if it keeps going up, then it's fine, you get in again, but you can still hold to draw down simply because we are selling into a bearish trend. So at some point you should be recovering. And at the opposite, if you are buying into a bearish trend, like it's gonna be impossible for you to have like to recover. So GBPUSD, same thing. At the moment, be patient, nothing to do. USD CAD, this is a pair that I genuinely love. So on the weekly, we have that trend. On the daily, we have that one daily, weekly. What happened is like exactly the same thing. Trend, boom, trend, boom. Now almost it hit the resistance, yeah, but I didn't get into a short position because it has more space. And this is what I was telling you on the previous pair on a USDCHF. If you were greedy, you could get in. Yes, it worked, but it could have gone up by how many pips? It could have gone up by, yeah, 33 pips. 33 pips drawdown. And yeah, if you could take the risk and use like a proper risk management, then you can get here, you would have been in profit. But at the moment for USD CAD, I would wait. Or if you want to get in with a very, 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 very small lot size, you can get in. But yeah, USD CAD. Now about NSD USD. So as usual, on the weekly, we have this, okay? Then bearish trend. So then we go on the daily, absolutely nothing to do. There is not even something we can, there is this technically that you could draw. It just going down, same NSD USD at the moment. You are far from everything. I would rather wait for the market to hit the trend than to get into a short position. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Maybe an USDCHF for some of you I know love this pair. You can see bearish trend, same. We're a bit far from everything, so I wouldn't trade it. And an advice I would like to give to the members who are watching this is that, guys, you know, don't try to overtrade. Don't try to think that, okay, that's gonna be something interesting. Like if there is nothing to trade, just be patient. Okay, not trading is knowing how to trade, because everything is about being patient. Some days there is nothing to trade. Some days we're gonna have to even maybe 3 trades. But yeah, learn to be patient. This is the major element trading wise. And yeah, trading is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You make your wealth over time. And as you have seen some weeks, just do one trade, but it's not up to me. If I could trade every single day, I would, but I trade like the funds are trading. So we are doing something which is qualitative, not quantitative. But yeah, I hope you like this video, by the way. And what I'm gonna do is if you wanna, if you have any question, there is like the support on the Telegram, the SwitzyMan support. You go on the ads, you message me there, and I will gladly answer to all of your questions. I hope you enjoyed this live. Feel free to send me a message on Instagram if you like it or not. So I have like feedbacks if there are things you want me to improve. But yeah, love you all, guys, and I see you tonight for more analysis in the Telegram group. Peace.